During the storm, what everyone believed was that damage would be extensive. So to diagram this, let's start out with a baseline. Okay. Now, the verb is clearly was, and the subject here, what was? What everyone believed. That's what. So that there is our complete subject. That is a clause. It has a subject-verb combination. Everyone believed. So we need a pedestal. So believed is the verb. Who believed? Well, everyone. Everyone, and the verb believed. And believed what? Well, what? That's what. What is the object, that interrogative that we need to get the nominal clause going. Now, that leaves us with during the storm. And what question is that answering? That, of course, is a prepositional phrase. And it's answering the question, believed when? When did they believe? And therefore, it's modifying believed and functioning adverbially. So we need to show that. During. And the object of the preposition during is storm. Which storm? The storm. So we're a little cramped in this diagram, but during the storm, what everyone believed was. Now, if our test for transitivity is what gets, and then the past participle of the main verb, which here is was, which yields the impossible question, what gets been? So it's not transitive, and was very often, we're going to expect to find a subjective complement on the other side of was. It is the ultimate linking verb or copulative verb. And so what everyone believed, the thing that everyone believed is that damage would be extensive. So again, we need a pedestal. And how am I going to fit all this? We have to cram it all in somehow. So the subject here, the subject-verb combination is damage would be. So there's damage is the subject. And it would be. Would the modal verb and be the main verb. And again, what we get here can't be a direct object. Again, we have another subjective complement. This subjective complement, of course, that what everyone believed was that damage would be extensive. That's a nominal clause, so that's a noun as a subjective complement. Here it is an adjective, and those are the two things that a subjective complement can be, either a noun or an adjective. So I fit it in Believe me, it's there. So that leaves us with just the that. And you see there's nowhere on the baseline for it to sit. There's no sentence function for it to play. And that means that is an expletive. And so to diagram that, we send it up on that dotted line over the verb, and that gives you the place to demonstrate that it's an expletive. So what you've got here in terms of phrases, there's only one phrase. Well, there's a verb phrase, would be, 2 words, a 2-word verb. The other verbs are 1 word long, but you just have this one phrase during the storm. So if we chop that off there, we'd find that I spoke too soon. During the storm is a prepositional phrase. It's functioning as an adverb. It's modifying believed. It's answering the question when. And our one other phrase of any kind is a noun phrase right here. If we broke off the diagram, we'd see the storm. But none of the other nouns have anything coming down from them. Damage is really the only one that might, but there's nothing in this sentence. There's nothing modifying damage. So that's it. We've got a prepositional phrase functioning adverbially and the object of the preposition, which is the noun phrase, the storm.